Hello, everyone. What a little surprise, right? Many people ask me to share my new space. So that's what I am here for today. So I'm going to go right away at it. I'm going to flip you around. We're going to start from the door and coming in, and I'm going to give you a quick tour. Many ask, is that the same place that you used to live? Yes, it is. So let me see if I can flip the camera here. I'm not used to doing this. So, oh, not this. Okay, bear with me. Okay, it should be away 1 minute here. Here it is. Perfect. I think I'm good. Okay, so if you guys can see me now, I'm going to step over the dogs. The dogs don't have a bed in here, but see, they come to work with me, both of them. They're my helper. They used to come work with mama, right? So, okay, so when you come in the door, one thing that it's tricky in this place, it's that my door, it's like 45 degrees, okay? It's kind of sideways. So I lose quite a bit of space because you see how the wall go in there. But you know what? I'm going to say I'm very organized because I make it work very lovely. So this room here, it is 10 by 11, if you're wondering. I could have a bigger room. I would have to be in the basement. I refuse. I like to see the outdoor. I like to be on the main level and so on. So that's my choice. When I was on the lake, my room was 14 by 12. So I downsize a lot, but I make everything work. So here, this corner here, it's like my printer. I got my scale just beside my cup of coffee there, my scale for shipping. The cards there, the one at the top, it's posed, the one at the bottom, it's ready to send. And here I get like my catalog. And I'm going to be honest with you, I got space I'm using every space. So under it's the mini catalog, inside the cubby, it's the big catalog. So I use every bits and piece, okay? Now I'm going to turn, so come in, and the computer that you see right here, that's where I answer your email and so on. So that's my regular computer. So it's just a rolling little table that I get, but it worked lovely for me. Now, if you're wondering, all those cabinet, I got that at IKEA many years ago. It was in this house before. They got moved to Texas and back here. So, and it's in the kitchen. It's made on, you go and I had a phone call there. You go and you give your dimension and they make your own, okay? And so that's how it worked. So if you guys can tell me if you can see good or if the picture is good, I'm wondering here. And here, that was the closet in this room. I put curtain. The reason I had to remove the doors for the curtain, the doors, because it wouldn't open with the big cabinet. Here I get my big, so my 12 by 12 paper, the color, that's not the designer series paper, it's just the color one, okay? And here I got a big galvanized paper cutter, but I don't recommend that for somebody that do card for hobby and so on. That I only use that like when I do, thank you for telling me, Steph, awesome. I just use that like when I do my paper share and class that I have to cut a lot of the same size. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not worth it if you don't have mega workshop and so on. Okay. So don't think a demonstrator need to get involved in that. Now, one of my best thing that I got, though, let me push this up here. I'm going to get you dizzy a bit, but, I get a hand and make that work. That's an old shoebox, older that I gather at the school when I was working there, kindergarten, we're getting rid of that. I absolutely love that. So I got like my birthday card there. They're ready to go. See, it's all completely full. This is my thank you that's going to be ready for this month and so on. So this here worked amazing for me. So if you get any place you could put a shoebox thing, I recommend that. It's awesome. Here, it's ready to be in the mail. This is the anniversary and birthday card for my team. It's ready for January. So soon, the end of December, I'm going to send that. Usually I get 2 months ready. This card here, I designed this month PDF for customer appreciation. It's a one sheet wonder. So we take turn for the team. Oops. And see, this one is a fun fold. So if you place an order of $40 and more with the host code on my blog, you're going to get the download for that. So you could use that with, you could use that with different paper also. So you get different fold. See, so I think you get 5 different fold with a one sheet wonder 12 by 12. Okay, I think this one it's a easel. Yep, this one it's a easel. So this one it's with the hues of happiness. So again, you can get the download for free with qualify order. All detail it's on my blog at frenchiestamps.com. That's the month of December 2022, in case you guys watch that later. Now this is my paper trimmer that I use a lot. Okay, that even I would say if you do quite a bit of card, I really like my card. I still use my regular paper trimmer because for little bits and pieces, absolutely. This one don't cut good after the 2 because see, this is moving. This is the Carl, but you get the regular Carl, you get the professional Carl, but I recommend the heavy duty. So then you can cut about, I'm going to say 10 to 12 piece of cardstock at once. Okay. This is my printing label that I use. Now, this is my setup for my camera. So that computer, it's really to shoot my video. Now, I used to have 2 camera. Now, with the internet, it's not the speed for 2. I cannot use it, so I remove one, but I got all those big light here, so everything. So somebody asked me, what is that big bar? So that big bar, it's the glide gear. And what I like about that, I can I can attach all my equipment on that and it works lovely. And that, I got my screen there, computer. So this had to be set very differently. Then in Cubby, I won't go through that. I went through that with all the team. It's just my extra and so on. But this one here, I'm going to go through this one. This was like beside me at the other house. Everything it's handy here. I got like the stickers that I put inside the card, my business card, envelopes, my insert. I keep insert in advance. My watercolor, my sponge dauber, my chalk here. I got my stamp apparatus, my scoreboard right here. So I just have to turn because I work right there or I shoot my video there. It's right at my fingertip. Now for my stamping blends, now Stampin'Up, it's coming with a holder, but I don't have space, for a holder on my desk. I'm very limited on space. So if you're wondering what are these, and these here, why the reason I get those pull out, it's because that they were at the other door. So I removed them and I use that. I got new one coming because I get more brush I want to put. But that is those things. They sell that in electronic. I get them on Amazon. It's the one that you're going to put like cable in. If you want to keep the cable against the wall, that's what it is. Now my brush just goes sideways and turn boom. Now, if you do that in a cubby like mine, I'm going to share a tip. You learn from mistake. You want to make sure that it's an open space for your brush to be able to close. Because if not, your brush is going to hit this or this and it won't close. So keep that in mind if you do it in a cubby like mine, okay? Now, this is the view that I got now compared to the lake view. I got the prairie view. Today, it's a windy day, but I got the best sunset here. I'm sure many of you saw the picture that I share of the sunset. It's right in front here. It is gorgeous. Now I got my embossing and cut machine right here. Again, everything it's at my fingertip. So really, I don't even have to move to be able to get my stuff. It is amazing. Yes, it's compact, but it's work amazing. Right now, I am working on my chart for my designer series paper. Yes, I am offering the designer series paper share with the paper chart that come with the download. So I'm doing all that right now. That's what I'm working on. And I will have the information for the paper share coming up next week here. I mean, it's going to be on my blog by the weekend. On top, I will have a post like the 22nd, but before that, it will be at the top in the shop. Now, you see, I sit right here. Now, here you're going to say, wow, that's empty, no stamp. Well, this was the holiday stamp set I had there. I remove everything that it's going to be retiring because I'm done with my Christmas set and my video, my December, it's done. So now I remove that because I got new product. There they are, right there. Ready to put there because demonstrator, we can pre-order from the new catalog. So you can join my team and have the new product, right? I'm trying. Here we go. Okay, I'm trying to read the comment as I go. So now I'm ready. The top here, when it's a stamp set with a embossing, not embossing, but a die cut, I purchased these. It's with a magnet, stamp case with a magnet at Stamp Storage. And pretty much all my shelving, it's Stamp Storage, okay? So that it's ready for that. Then I got all my punch again at my fingertip. I got my stamping blend at my fingertip, all like my cutting, not my cutting, but my glue and that right there. So I got my stamp and stamp marker and refill. Again, that's from Stamp Storage. And many ask me, why don't you use Stampin' Up? I had that before Stampin' Up came out with their thing. And for me, this was working great because I love to have my re-anchor right here. So I don't have to look in a bucket for my re-anchor and so on. So for me, that was working. And like I said, I'm very, very limited on space. Now, this here, that is from the annual catalog. For some of you, you're going to say, oh my gosh, she don't have no stamp, that lady. I just keep the current stuff, so keep that in mind, okay? Now, for my ribbon, this is old ribbon older that Stampin' Up used to sell. And for me, can I move this here a bit? For me, that still work amazing, amazing. So I still use it, okay? And I got some of the retire over there. So I'm using every bit, inch, and so on of this space. Now, over here, I got like some tools and my watercolor pencil. And again, like my ruler and stuff here seem like my returning address, the back of it, and so on. And then I got my little caddy here with all my tools that I use daily. Now, here's my coffee, not done yet. Now, below, gonna have to move this 1 minute here. I know I'm getting you dizzy, but that's the only way I can do it, okay? One hand. And so below, yes, it's time to empty the trash. This here, in this cubby, that is all my scrap. So in mine, I got it in alphabetical order. While my stamps and marker and so on, I got that by family color, like the... the ladybug tool, that's a little vacuum. Okay, so when I use like that gold thing, that's a little vacuum, or it get all the little thing on your, Ollie get me that. So coming back to the ink pad, I got that just like the catalog by family or collection, whatever you call it. So I get like well, first it's the ink color, the brights, the not pastel, it's the subtle, the regal, and then the neutral. That's the way that I do mine. And here, it's another little thing of, I get my spot there. So it's this, I get little extra thing there that I use, but not extra blends, not that often. So I get that here. And then I get my sponge at the bottom here. We don't sell the sponge anymore, but I still use it. So that's where I keep that. Now on this, so that would be on my right side, that is my color cardstock. Well, all my cardstock. My extra, it's in the back. I keep always at least one pack extra of every color. But again, that is by alphabetical. I've been doing that for years. So for me, the alphabetical for my cardstock were great. Okay. And some people going to ask me, why don't I do that with the stamp pad? That's, again, I've been used with what the family is. I'm thinking of doing rainbow color though. So that's how, and this here is just a regular file cabinet, okay? A plastic one, a portable one. So nothing fancy, but it worked for me. You don't have to have everything, the top of this and that. As long as you find a system. No, I don't keep anything retire. Absolutely nothing retire. So for me, it's easy. Well, I'm going to take that back. I got some cardstock that I keep retire. It's in the back closet. That's going to be to do my pattern. So do you separate cardstock by weight? Yes. So like my white, I got my regular white here, and then my heavy, it's back here. Okay. So yes, I do separate that. So yeah, but no, I don't keep like retired cardstock to use them, just like to use as when I do pattern and so on, instead of using my good one. And here in this is the all the designer series paper from the annual catalog. Now, in this one, it's from the mini catalog. Right now, I didn't empty my Christmas one here. I'm going to have to empty that and put from the new one I'm start. And this is the 6x6. So those container, again, you can get them, I think, on Amazon and also on Stamp Storage. I think I get the latest on Stamp Storage. Now, I forget to show something at the team. I'm just remember. So now right here at the top, this thing, I cannot remember what it's called. Maybe it's a name in the back. Did I save it? Yes, this is what it's called. Stamp Storage Pocket. Totally Tiffany. That here, Sheila got me hooked on that. I absolutely love it. It's all my embellishment. Okay, so for me, this worked amazing. I can put my embellishment in there when I need it. I just grab this pouch and boom. And again, for me, it's easy because I don't keep nothing. You know, I got very little compared to you guys because I just keep current. Now, at the top, I get extra box with extra card and so on, but then I get some kit, just some little decoration there, just something too. And here, that I do have the video, I think, on my blog on my YouTube channel. It's called File Magazine Folder, and that I keep cards in that. It's I did it for the perfect size for card. It is awesome. So now, like I said, like my extra cardstock, you thought, oh, I don't have a lot of cardstock. Well, take a deep breath because I'm about to reveal something that you're going to say, oh my goodness, what you going to do with all that? It go fast. Boom. That's all so I get some color, I get more than one pack because I use it a lot, but most of it I get one of every one. So any question that you're wondering where she got this or that. And like I said, see my paper trimmer? I'm using it today. That paper trimmer, the Stampin' Up paper trimmer, it's the one that I use the most. And, you know, for one card and so on. But when I do like my thank you card and lots of cards that I need a lot of the same measurement are also here. I got basic just the base. I need the other size. I'm almost out because I didn't want to cut them before moving. Usually that was on the other tower. I had to switch my tower from the other room. So, because the way that it arrived here. So I still have a little bit of arrangement, but you see how it works. So this, I use it, but like I said, the other one, a lot more. Okay, I don't see no questions. So again, this is how I set my room. I feel that some of you are going to say, oh my gosh, your room is so tiny. For me, it work. It doesn't matter the size. It matter how that you set it up and how you're gonna do the most out of it, right? I could have a bigger room. I would have to be in the basement, and I don't want to be in the basement. This was my room before. And then when I moved to Texas, then I had a big room. And like my husband said, I took not just the big room, I took under the closet to put my shipping stuff in and took this and that. But you know what? I'm like, I'm going to get back. I'm going to get organized. And I got it. I absolutely love it that everything it's at my fingertip, pretty much everything. So it's just what worked for some. And I mean, because I got it set like this, maybe that wouldn't work for you. Maybe that would be too clutter or too tight for you. And for some, you guys going to be, oh my gosh, I can have everything like that. So try a few things and see what's going to work for you. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think the most at your fingertip, the more you're going to use it. If something is deep and you have to dig to use it, you're going to use it less. Oh, I forgot to show you one thing. Where's my die cut and embossing? So this is a roller. This is the one from IKEA. It's kind of solid. And this is just a paper, not a paper, but a board that my son was riding on when he was little, whatever, with that practicing that burning wood. So I kept that because it's got memories. But see, I put little legs under so then it don't slide. But then I got all my dies here, my plates there, and then more dies and embossing folder there. So again, everything it's at my fingertip. So I don't see no question. So thank you so much for joining me. And the light, it's kind of strange here. So until next time, happy stamping. And I will be live tonight on YouTube for my Create on the Fly, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me. Till next time, happy stamping.